Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to talk about something very personal, something that is as real as it is powerful: how to rebuild yourself, how to rise, how to transform, how to embrace the magnificence that is already inside of you. And yes, I promise you, it's possible. Acknowledge the need for change. The very first step in rebuilding is admitting that change is not only possible but necessary. It's about realizing that where you are today doesn't have to be where you stay forever. You have the power within you to shift, to grow, to evolve. So ask yourself, what do I need to change? What is holding me back? And then say to yourself, I'm ready, I'm open, I'm willing. Release past failures and limiting beliefs. Let me be clear, your past is a part of your story, but it is not the full story. The mistakes, the stumbles, the moments where you felt like you failed, they don't define who you are. Your future is unwritten. Your potential is unlimited. Let go of the old narrative that says you're not good enough, that you're incapable, or that it's too late. The truth is you are more powerful than you realize. You just have to believe it. Embrace self-compassion and self-acceptance. Now, here's the thing: you cannot rebuild yourself if you're constantly beating yourself up. It's time to show yourself some love. It's time to be kind to the person in the mirror. Self-compassion is the foundation of transformation. When you truly accept yourself with all your quirks, flaws, and dreams, you open the door for healing. You are enough, right now, just as you are. Set a vision for the future. So what's next? What do you want? Not what others want for you, but what you deeply desire for yourself. You have to get clear on your vision. What does your best life look like? What kind of relationships do you want? What kind of impact do you want to make in the world? Define that vision and let it guide you. It will be your beacon. And remember, your dreams are valid. No focus on mindfulness and present action. Here's a little secret: the journey to rebuilding yourself is not a race. It's a process. It's in the small, mindful steps that the real magic happens. Start today, in the present moment. What's one thing you can do right now that brings you closer to your vision? It could be as simple as taking a walk, writing down your thoughts, or reaching out for support. These small actions are the bricks that will rebuild your life. Surround yourself with positive influences. You cannot build your dreams alone. You need a team, a tribe of people who believe in you, who see your greatness, and who inspire you to be the best version of yourself. Seek out those who lift you up, not those who hold you back. When you surround yourself with love, positivity, and encouragement, you will naturally rise higher. Choose wisely who you share your energy with. Prioritize personal growth and education. The only limit to what you can achieve is the limit you place on your learning. Life is constantly evolving, and you must be too. Commit to growing every single day. Whether it's reading a book, taking a class, or just asking questions, never stop investing in yourself. Your growth is your gift to the world, and the more you expand, the more you give back to those around you. Celebrate your progress and be grateful. And finally, remember to celebrate you. Every small win, every breakthrough, every moment of courage, it matters. Don't wait for perfection to feel proud. You are already doing the work. So take a moment to celebrate your progress. Gratitude is the energy that fuels your transformation. Be grateful for how far you've come and excited for where you're going. Friends, rebuilding yourself is not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about understanding that within you lies the ability to change, to grow, and to create a life full of purpose and meaning. You are worthy of this journey, so step forward with faith in yourself. Take that first step and then the next, and know that you are becoming the person you were always meant to be. We all reach a point in life where we realize that something needs to shift. It could be the smallest whisper, a quiet feeling inside, or maybe it's a thunderous moment when you know deep down that what you've been doing isn't serving you anymore. It's that moment when you look around and say, this isn't the life I imagined for myself. Maybe it's your career, your relationships, or even your own sense of self-worth. Whatever it is, there's a spark of awareness that flickers inside of you, telling you that something needs to change. But here's the thing, change is scary. We fear it because it asks us to step into the unknown. We cling to what we know, even if it's not working, because the familiar feels safer. We hold on to the past because it's comfortable, even if it's holding us back from the incredible future that's waiting for us. But I'm here to tell you today that change is not something to fear, it is something to embrace. It begins with acknowledging that, yes, things need to be different. It begins with the permission to say, I deserve more. I am worthy of more. Change isn't about discarding who you are, it's about embracing who you are becoming. So don't be afraid to acknowledge that you're not where you want to be. Don't be afraid to see that you've been living in a space that no longer nourishes your soul. The only way to move forward is to admit that there's room for growth. Think about the most beautiful things in life, whether it's a tree that grows tall, a butterfly that emerges from its cocoon, or even a diamond that takes shape under immense pressure. They don't stay the same. They evolve, they transform, and you too are being called to evolve. The universe is always conspiring to help you grow, to push you out of your comfort zone so you can reach new heights, so you can break free from what holds you back and embrace all the possibilities that are waiting just outside your comfort zone. Recognizing the need for change isn't about seeing yourself as broken or incomplete. It's about acknowledging that you are constantly becoming, constantly evolving. And with that evolution comes the incredible gift of choice, the choice to build a life that reflects who you are now and who you are becoming. So if you feel that tug, that quiet voice calling you to something greater, listen. Listen to it, honor it, and take that first step. Your future is waiting, and all it takes is the courage to say, I am ready to change, ready to grow, and ready to step into the next chapter of my life. The moment you embrace that need for change, you're already on your way to something extraordinary. Trust yourself. You've got everything you need to make it happen. There is an incredible power that lies in accepting yourself, every part of you, exactly as you are, right in this moment. So often, we are our own harshest critics. We look at ourselves through a lens of judgment, comparing ourselves to the image of perfection we see in the world around us. But I want you to understand something truly profound. You are enough. Right now, in this moment, with all your imperfections, all your flaws, and all your mistakes, you are enough. We carry so much weight from the past, our failures, our missteps, the times when we didn't measure up to our own expectations or to the expectations of others, and we let that weight shape the way we see ourselves. But I want you to pause for a moment and consider this. What if you let go of that weight? What if you stop carrying the belief that you are not worthy or that you are broken? Self-compassion is not about letting yourself off the hook for the things you've done or not done. It's about giving yourself permission to be human. It's about recognizing that you will stumble, you will fall, and yes, you will make mistakes, but that doesn't take away your worth. In fact, those moments are some of the most important pieces of your journey. They teach you, shape you, and make you more resilient, more compassionate toward others, and more compassionate toward yourself. When you embrace self-compassion, you make space for growth because you stop punishing yourself for being imperfect. You start giving yourself the room to learn and to heal. Self-acceptance means looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, I am enough, just as I am. It's about letting go of the stories you've been told about who you should be and stepping into the truth of who you already are. When you can accept yourself flaws and all you stop needing to prove your worth to others, you stop seeking validation from the outside because you realize that everything you need to thrive is already inside you. The strength, the wisdom, the love, it's already there, waiting for you to embrace it. But let me tell you something else. Embracing yourself doesn't mean you stop striving for better. It simply means you do it from a place of love, not self-criticism. You set goals not because you think you're not enough, but because you know you're already worthy of everything your heart desires. And as you move forward, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about showing up every day with the intent to be the best version of yourself, not because you have to, but because you know you deserve it. So take a deep breath and give yourself the gift of grace. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment, the perfect body, the perfect life. You are worthy right now. There is so much power in accepting who you are, and even more power in forgiving yourself for not being perfect. Let go of the judgments you've placed on yourself. Release the harsh words you've spoken in your own mind and begin to speak to yourself with love, with kindness, and with understanding. When you do this, you open the door for transformation. You make space for all the beautiful things that are meant for you because you are already worthy of them. When was the last time you truly allowed yourself to dream? To sit with the thought of what you really truly want in this life? So often we get so caught up in the grind of daily life, meeting other people's expectations or managing our responsibilities, that we forget to ask ourselves, what do I truly desire? Not what society says you should want, or what others expect you to achieve, but what makes your soul come alive. What is the life you want to create for yourself? Setting a vision for the future is not just about writing down a list of goals or checking off tasks. It's about stepping into a space of possibility, believing that the life you envision is not only possible, but that it is already within you. You have everything you need to create that life. The power, the wisdom, the courage, all of it resides within you. The question is, are you willing to claim it? To set a vision for your future, you have to be willing to dream big. Dream beyond your current limitations, beyond what you think is possible. Ask yourself, what would I do if fear didn't hold me back? What would your life look like if you were no longer bound by doubt, by the voices in your head that tell you you're not good enough or that it's too late? What would you create if you believed with every fiber of your being that you were deserving of everything you want? It's time to let go of the small vision you may have been holding on to and embrace the big, bold, and beautiful possibilities that await you. Your vision is your roadmap. It's the direction you follow, the compass that guides you through challenges and setbacks. But here's the thing, you have to see it before you can live it. You have to picture it in your mind, feel it in your heart, and speak it into existence. The truth is, life doesn't just happen to you, it happens because of you. Every decision you make, every action you take is a step toward that vision. Even the smallest step in the right direction is a step toward the life you desire. So let yourself imagine the person you want to become, the things you want to achieve, the impact you want to make. Feel it, see it. Know that you are worthy of it and that it is possible. The power of having a clear vision for the future is that it fuels your purpose. It gives you clarity on the choices you need to make, the actions you need to take. It helps you say yes to the opportunities that align with your dreams, and it gives you the courage to say no to the things that hold you back. Your vision becomes the filter through which you view your life, and when you focus on it, you move closer to it every single day. Don't be afraid to dream beyond what you think you can achieve right now. The vision you create today may seem far off, but the journey toward it starts with that first step, that first moment of believing in something bigger than yourself. And as you move forward, piece by piece, you will build that future brick by brick. With every decision, with every action, your vision will begin to take shape, and one day you'll look back and realize that the life you dreamed of has become your reality. But it all starts with you allowing yourself to envision it, to trust in it, and to believe that it is yours for the taking. So many of us walk through life carrying the weight of past failures, mistakes, and missed opportunities. We allow the stories of what didn't work out to define who we are today. We cling to the belief that because we stumbled in the past, we're destined to stumble again. But I want to tell you something: those past experiences, those moments where things didn't go as planned, they do not determine your future. They are simply chapters in your story, not the end of it. The truth is, we all have a past. We all have moments where we felt we weren't enough, or that we failed, or that things didn't turn out the way we hoped. But what if I told you that those failures were actually stepping stones? What if I told you that every single one of those moments holds a lesson, a piece of wisdom that will help you move forward? And what if, just for a moment, you chose to see those failures not as things that held you back, but as things that have prepared you for what's to come? Too often, we let our failures define us. We tell ourselves, I tried before and it didn't work, so why should I try again? Or we hold on to beliefs like I'm not smart enough, not talented enough, or not worthy enough. But those are not truths, they are simply the limiting beliefs we've internalized over time. And I'm here to tell you today that those beliefs do not have to be your reality. You have the power to release them. You have the power to choose a new narrative, one where your mistakes don't dictate your future, but instead propel you forward with greater strength and wisdom. Imagine for a moment what it would feel like to release all of those limiting beliefs. Imagine stepping into each day with a clean slate, free from the weight of the past. Picture yourself moving forward with the belief that you are worthy of success, that you are capable of achieving everything you dream of. That's not just a fantasy, it's a choice. You can choose to let go of the old stories, the old patterns, and the old limitations. And when you do, you make room for something incredible: possibility, growth, transformation. I want you to think about your mistakes differently. Think about them as gifts that show you what doesn't work, so you can discover what does. Every time you've failed, you've learned something valuable. And those lessons, those experiences, are what will make you stronger, wiser, and more resilient as you continue on your journey. So let go of the guilt, the shame, and the fear that comes with failure. Embrace it for what it truly is: part of the process. When you release those past failures and limiting beliefs, you free yourself from the chains that have been holding you back. You give yourself the freedom to grow, to try again, and to succeed. You give yourself the permission to be imperfect, to be human, and to keep moving forward no matter how many times you've fallen. Because the truth is, as long as you keep going, you cannot fail. So often we spend our time either looking back at the past or worrying about the future. We get so caught up in everything that has happened and everything that might happen that we forget to fully live in the moment we're in right now. But I want you to hear this clearly: the present is the only moment that truly matters. The past is gone, the future is uncertain, but right now, in this very moment, you have everything you need to create change. Mindfulness is the art of being fully present, of bringing your attention, your focus, and your energy to what's happening right now. It's about tuning out the noise of what has already passed and what's yet to come, and allowing yourself to be here, to breathe in this moment, to truly see, feel, and experience what's in front of you, because this is where life is happening. This moment right now is the foundation upon which everything else is built. So often we get stuck in the cycle of overthinking, of planning every move for the future, or replaying every moment of the past, but by doing so, we miss the magic of what's right in front of us. It's time to step out of that cycle and commit to being here, being present, being mindful. And when you do, you realize something incredibly powerful. The present moment is where your true power lies. It's where all your choices, all your actions, and all your energy come together to create the life you want. It's in the small actions of today, the things you do right now, that you begin to shape your future. You might be thinking that the big changes will happen later, but the truth is, everything starts in the present. The small decisions you make today, how you treat yourself, how you treat others, how you show up in your work and your relationships, they add up. They lay the groundwork for the life you desire. Imagine how different life would feel if you truly embraced each moment, if you let go of the pressure to control everything and instead trusted that every step you take, no matter how small, is part of the journey. When you're present, you start to notice the opportunities that are right in front of you. You begin to see the lessons in every experience, the beauty in the small things, and the power in every decision. You begin to live with intention, understanding that what you do now shapes the future. Every action you take today, no matter how tiny, is a seed planted for tomorrow. The key to creating the life you want is not in waiting for the perfect moment, not in endlessly planning and hoping for the future. It's in showing up, in being present and taking action right now. Start small. Be mindful of the decisions you make today. Focus on the task at hand. Don't worry about the end result just yet. Just keep taking one step, one action with full presence and intent. And before you know it, those small steps will lead you to the big change you've been waiting for. Remember, the future is built from the present moment, so make it count. Choose to be present, choose to take action now, and watch as the life you dream of begins to unfold before your eyes. There's something incredibly powerful about having a vision for your future, a clear, bold picture of where you want to go. But here's the thing, too many of us go through life without ever truly asking ourselves, what do I really want? Instead, we let life happen to us. We get caught up in the daily routine, the obligations, the expectations of others, and we forget to ask, what would it look like if I truly lived the life I desire? Setting a vision for your future is about claiming the life you want, not as some distant dream, but as something that is absolutely possible. It's about looking forward with a sense of purpose and determination, believing that what you desire isn't just a fantasy, but something that you can create with the choices you make today. When you set a vision for your future, you're not just dreaming, you're planting the seed of possibility in your life. You're telling the universe that you're ready for something greater. So take a moment and imagine your future. Don't just think about what you could have or what would be nice. Think about what you truly, deeply want. What does it feel like? What does it feel like? What does it look like? Who are you in that future? What are you doing? How are you showing up in the world? When you set your vision, you're connecting with your deepest desires, your heart's calling, and you're saying, this is my truth. This is what I'm striving for. But here's the thing, your vision isn't about perfection. It's not about creating an idealized version of what your life should be. It's about creating a life that feels true to you. It's about connecting with what makes your heart sing, what excites you, what brings you peace, fulfillment, and joy. Your vision is personal, it's yours, and it's meant to inspire and empower you to move forward with confidence. When you have a clear vision for your future, something incredible happens. You begin to align your actions with your desires. You begin to take steps, no matter how small, toward that future. And as you take those steps, you begin to build momentum. You start to make decisions based on the person you want to become, not the person you've been. You stop doubting whether or not it's possible and start believing in your ability to create your reality. Your vision is like a compass. It gives you direction, guides you through challenges, and helps you stay focused on what truly matters. Without a vision, we often feel lost, unsure of what to do next. But when you have a vision, you have a clear sense of purpose. It helps you navigate the obstacles and setbacks that life will inevitably throw your way. Because Let's face it, no journey is without its bumps and turns. But when you know where you're headed, those bumps become part of the story, part of the process that leads you to the life you've envisioned. The most successful, fulfilled people aren't those who have it all figured out. They're the ones who had a vision, a dream, and they held on to it. They stayed connected to it even when things got tough. They didn't give up, they kept moving toward it. And they realized that the journey itself was just as important as the destination. So I ask you today, what is your vision for the future? Don't be afraid to dream big. Don't be afraid to set a vision that challenges you, that excites you, that pushes you outside your comfort zone. Your vision has the power to shape your life. And when you embrace it fully, when you commit to it with everything you've got, you are not just waiting for the future to happen, you are creating it. The future you want is already within you. All you have to do is believe in it, claim it, and take the steps to bring it to life.